God says this to you right now, and He is not waiting for another moment, because the urgency you feel in your heart is not your imagination. It is not something random, and it is not something to ignore. That feeling inside you, that pull you cannot fully explain, is a divine calling. It is a signal that something greater than you is trying to get your attention. God says, I need to talk to you right now, not later, not when everything feels easier, not when you feel fully ready. I am speaking to you in this exact moment because your spirit is open and your heart is ready to receive what I am about to reveal. You may have noticed that lately something feels different. Something around your life has shifted. There are moments when everything feels heavy, moments when everything feels uncertain, and moments when it almost feels like you are standing between your past and your future without knowing which direction to take. God says that feeling is not confusion. It is not fear. It is not anxiety. It is transition. You are stepping into a new season of your life. And whenever a new season begins, there is always a moment where things feel unclear. There is always a moment where the old no longer fits, but the new has not fully appeared yet. God says, I am in that space with you. You are not walking through this alone. Even when your mind feels overwhelmed, even when your heart feels tired, even when you question what is happening, I am there guiding every step you take. God says, I see you. I see the effort you put in every day. I see the way you keep going even when you feel like giving up. I see the way you try to stay strong for others even when you are the one who needs support. There were moments when you felt like no one truly understood you. Moments when you kept your struggles to yourself because you did not want to burden anyone else. Moments when you smiled on the outside while your heart felt heavy on the inside. God says, I saw all of it. I saw the nights when you cried quietly. I saw the days when you felt exhausted but still showed up. I saw the moments when you questioned your worth, your path, and your future. And I want you to know this clearly. None of your pain was invisible to me. None of your effort was wasted. None of your prayers were ignored. God says, everything you went through had a purpose, even the moments that felt confusing, even the situations that felt unfair, even the times when you thought things were falling apart. They were not falling apart. They were falling into place. God says right now something is shifting in your life. Things are beginning to align in ways you cannot fully see yet. Opportunities are being prepared. Doors are being arranged. Situations are being moved behind the scenes for your benefit. God says, do not be afraid of what you cannot understand yet, because not everything needs to be understood immediately. Some things need to be trusted before they are revealed. You may have been feeling tired lately, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. You may feel like you have been carrying too much for too long. God says, you were never meant to carry everything alone. You took on responsibilities. You carried burdens. You tried to fix things that were not fully in your control. You gave your energy to people and situations that drained you. And now your spirit is asking for rest. God says, I am giving you that rest, not just physical rest, but emotional peace, not just a break from effort, but a renewal of your strength. You are entering a phase where things will begin to feel lighter. God says, I am removing what has been weighing you down. There are people, situations, and habits that no longer align with who you are becoming. And slowly, they are being moved out of your life. This may feel uncomfortable. It may feel like loss at first. But God says, it is not loss. It is protection. Sometimes what leaves your life was blocking your growth. Sometimes what disappears was making your path heavier. God says, trust what I remove, because I see what you cannot see. You may also have been thinking about something repeatedly, a thought that keeps returning, a feeling that does not go away, a situation that stays in your mind no matter how much you try to ignore it. God says, that is not coincidence. That is me trying to get your attention. When I want you to focus on something, I bring it back to your spirit again and again until you finally pause and listen. God says, pause right now. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to be still. Take a moment to listen beyond the noise of the world. Because what I am about to bring into your life requires your awareness. God says something unexpected is coming. A shift, a breakthrough, a door opening where you did not expect one. It may come suddenly, without warning, in a way that surprises you. God says, do not fear this change, because this change is aligned with your purpose. This change is connected to your prayers. This change is part of the blessing you have been waiting for. God says, you are not behind. You are not late in life. You are not missing out. Everything is happening in the timing that is right for you. Sometimes it may seem like others are ahead. Sometimes it may feel like you are waiting while others are moving forward. But God says, your journey is different. Your timing is unique. And what is meant for you cannot be taken by anyone else. God says there is also something you need to release. Old fears, old doubts, old pain. You cannot carry old weight into a new season. God says, let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of the need to control everything. Let go of the fear of failure. Let go of the belief that you are not enough, because you are enough, exactly as you are. God says, I created you with purpose. There is something within you that the world needs. There is something within you that has value beyond what you can see right now. Your experiences, your struggles, your lessons, they are shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared. God says, you are growing, even when it feels slow, even when it feels difficult, even when it feels uncertain. Growth is happening. God says you are also being protected from things you do not see. There may have been negative intentions around you, people who misunderstood you, situations that could have harmed you. But God says, I blocked them. I stopped what you never even knew was coming. I redirected paths that were not right for you. I removed danger before it reached you. God says, you are safe. You are covered by a protection that goes beyond what you can understand. And because of that, you do not need to live in fear. You do not need to expect the worst. You do not need to assume something will go wrong. God says, trust me, because I am guiding you towards something better. You are entering a season where things will begin to make sense. The confusion will turn into clarity. The waiting will turn into progress. The silence will turn into answers. God says, you will understand why everything happened the way it did. You will see how every delay had a purpose. You will see how every closed door was leading you somewhere better. You will see how every challenge was preparing you for something greater. God says, your story is not over. There are still chapters ahead that will bring joy, success, peace, and fulfillment. There are still moments ahead that will make you grateful you did not give up. God says, stay close to me, talk to me, trust me, walk with me. Because when you stay connected to me, you will never truly lose your way. Even if the path changes, even if the direction shifts, even if the journey takes unexpected turns, You will always be guided. God says, I love you, not because of what you do, not because of what you achieve, but because of who you are. You are valuable. You are important. You are chosen. And right now, in this moment, God wants you to release your worries, release your fears, release your doubts. Take a deep breath and trust that everything is working in your favor. God says, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are protected. You are guided. And what is coming into your life is not here to harm you, but to elevate you. God says, your breakthrough is closer than you think. So keep believing, keep trusting, keep moving forward, because what is ahead of you is greater than what you have left behind. And this moment right now, this feeling, this message is the beginning of something new.